10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Anything I do for the gang. Took those L's and I took that blame. All money in, we ain't copping no chain. Feel like Ice Cube, cause a dead good day. Don't need 3 whips, don't need no rate. I'ma keep it simple in the Chevy I skate. Thank the Lord every time I wait. Lace my shoes and I get to that cake. Heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. This is all we ever wanted. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. Pedal to the floor, to the engine. Head up in the clouds when I levitate. We don't spit game, we just educate. 10-10-80, had a paper straight. Couldn't get it back then, so I had to wait. Now the money come to me, so I don't have to chase. I don't gotta flash nothing, I don't gotta fake, darling. We not practicing, we ballin'. And heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. Heads up, I'm coming. This is all we ever wanted. Go and stack it by the hundreds. This is all we ever wanted. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang. 10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do for the gang.
What you making, I feel like I'm amazing. I can't see a way out. I've been stacking face down off canvases I painted. I just spent the rain day on drip I can't afford, but that's the price I pay for the memories I'm making. I've been going places, I've been shaking hands for a chance to really make it. This life is so abrasive, so I almost gave it. All this shit that I'm laying, it's only the foundation. I've been going crazy, just trying to find a way. I was in the basement, trying to turn the page. I was going through the phase. See my face, I was chasing at the paper. Been all it for the ways, but everything again, ain't nothing left to lose. I've been breaking rules, I've been making moves, with everything to prove. Now it's going how I see it through my lens, but it's stuck in my head. I can't seem to get away from it. I went out of my way, I'm trying to feel the eye again. I've lost somewhere in my head, I've been out here all on my own. I'm somewhere near the edge of wishing we never met. I'm scared of being without you, afraid no one ever know me. I'm out near the edge, and I can't get inside of my head yet. Think like who I'm becoming, it's all I ever wanted. Never like me when you're sober, only like you when I'm lonely. Got me looking in the mirror for the self-diagnosis. Feel like they really nice me, for they ever get to know me. They tell me that you need me, the action didn't show it. Knowing that you play the angles, and I'm seeing through your motives. But the weight down on my shoulder, found a way to hold it. I can't keep my focus, barely keep composure. Hard when I've been coping with all the pressure that I fed. Make it hard to hold my head, make it hard to get to sleep. Like I'm slipping from the edge, struggling to get a breath. Right the wrongs with the leg, life is not a guarantee. Just dying by the clip, self-prescribed a Dylan mess. Now the way to flee the scene, I've been trying to get a grip onto something out of reach. Life is speeding to a beat, it's how I realize that I'm not the man I wanna be. I've been running for myself, we all afraid to die alone. Scared that's all I ever be. I've been scrolling down a feed, afraid we never get to see the type of liberation that we really need to set us all free. I went out of my way, canvases I painted. I just spent the rain day on drip I can't afford, but that's the price I pay for the memories I'm making. I've been going places, I've been shaking hands for a chance to really make it. This life is so abrasive, so I almost gave it. All this that I'm laying, it's only the foundation. I've been going crazy, just trying to find a way. I was in the basement, trying to turn the page. I was going through the phase, nobody see my face. I was chasing at the paper, been all for the waiters, but everything again, ain't nothing left to lose. I've been breaking rules, I've been making moves, with everything to prove. Now it's going how I see it through my lens, but it's stuck in my head. I can't seem to get away from it. I went out of my way, I'm trying to feel the eye again. I've lost somewhere in my head, I've been out here all on my own, holding tight to the pledge. I'm somewhere near the edge of wishing we never met. I'm scared of being without you, afraid no one ever know me. I'm out near the edge, and I can't get inside of my head yet. Looking like who I'm becoming, it's all I ever wanted. Never like me when you're sober, only like you when I'm lonely. Got me looking in the mirror for the self-diagnosis. Feel like they villainize me for they ever get to know me. They tell me that you need me, but your action didn't show it. Knowing that you play the angles, and I'm seeing through your motives. But the weight down on my shoulder, found a way to hold it. I can't keep my focus, better keep composure. Hard when I've been coping with all the pressure that I fed. Make it hard to hold my head, make it hard to get to sleep. Like I'm slipping from the edge, struggling to get a breath. Right the wrongs with the lead, life is not a guarantee. Just dying by the clip, self-prescribed a dealing mess. Now the way to flee the scene, I've been trying to get a grip onto something out of reach. Life is speeding to a peak, it's how I realize that I'm not the man I wanna be. I've been running from myself, we all afraid to die alone. Scared that's all I ever be. I've been scrolling down a feed, afraid we never get to see the type of liberation that we really need to set us all free. I went out of my way, I'm trying to feel the eye again. I'm lost somewhere in my head, and now they're all on my own. I'm holding tight to the pledge. I'm somewhere near the edge of wishing we never met. I'm scared of being without you, afraid no one ever know me. I'm out near the edge, and I can't get inside of my head yet. Enough of the code switching, been hitting my soul, been on the ropes, I'm ready to grow, so get to know me. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me. See this gold on me, want you to glow with me. Yeah, alright, okay, we get it. No contest.
Gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the show. Hey. All right. Let's get these topics. It's early in the AM. Yes, and you already know what it is and what it was and what it's going to be, right? So you guys know we try to split up the show as far as like different segments. So we have an early morning show, and then we have a later show and everything like that. So where have I been for the past 2 days? Well, I had some things that I had to take care of, very important things or whatnot. So bear with me and everything like that. But hey, trust me, it's all for the embetterment of what we're doing here. We got some huge stuff getting ready to happen here. on the channel and stuff. So stay tuned for that. More info coming up and everything. But yeah, so obviously there haven't really been a big splash as far as, you know, information goes and everything. I've been watching from the sidelines to see what's been going down and everything. And I know that when it comes to PlayStation, they have been relatively quiet, right? And a lot of people want to know exactly, well, what's going on, right? Like, what's happening? Actually, there was supposedly talks about a state of play for next week, but don't seem like that's actually going to be happening because Sony is apparently shifting towards this new hardware situation that they have going on right now. Also, we're going to be talking about something that I think is significantly important for a lot of people in the PlayStation side of things when it comes to hardware, particularly speaking the PS5, because, well, the biggest problem that we have right now, it's not necessarily just the games or whatever the case may be. We know the games are actually coming, right? A lot of people still don't have hardware. So I think that's a very, very significant thing to kind of look at, and not so much on the pro model side of things, right? Because everybody is looking at the pro models and everything like that, which is way too early for that, even though you're hearing all this different reports and everything like that. But still, like, we want to focus on what's more important right now. Also, we're going to be talking about something that I would say is not too far-fetched as far as what Sony has been doing. So we're going to talk about the PS5 Showcase here because, well, Sony seems like they're gearing up for something big when it comes to this PS5 Showcase. I mean, let's be honest, we haven't gotten a PS5 Showcase all year, right? So we're going to talk about that as well. So do me a favor, guys, if you do enjoy the early morning shows, give it a like. I appreciate you guys for coming through. Shout outs to all the sponsors. Shout outs to everybody that is coming in and everything. So without further ado, let's dive right off into it, man. If you're just coming in, welcome, man. I appreciate you guys. Okay, so first thing is first here. Let's talk about what Sony is doing here because, again, I know a lot of people want a state of play for God of War, which I saw the stuff. I know everybody's probably going to be asking me. I got a lot of DMs as well on my well-being. So I appreciate those people that were checking in on me to make sure that I was good. I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate y'all. Just got a lot of stuff going on the back end right now. So, hey, appreciate those. But I did get tagged into a couple things and I'm like, wow, very interesting. Okay, cool. Right, I can rock with this, but hey, nevertheless, let's dive right off into what we have here for you guys as far as Sony's new hardware event that they're going to be having. And no, this is not per se on the PS5 side of thing when it comes to like hardware, like a PS5 Pro. Now, we did hear from Tom Henderson about a PlayStation 5 Pro controller, right, which I think that would be nice if Sony could just do that, right? And give us better battery life in the DualSense altogether. Give us some Pro Elite features like what Microsoft does. Like I said, every company have their strengths and weaknesses on what they do, right? And so I think Sony throwing their hats into the arena when it comes to a Pro model controller, yeah, a lot of people would buy that, right? If the price is right, which I think around $150 or so would be fine. But Tom Henderson is once again correct. You know, he's one of those dudes that, well, next to the snitch that you want to listen to because these guys, they just get accurate information. And he was talking about this before, saying Sony got some important hardware announcements and there could be some information regarding a state of play, or Sony going to be announcing a state of play next week. So all of this stuff is actually happening towards the tail end of the month. Okay, so let's talk about this whole situation here with Sony revealing this actual stuff, and then we're gonna see if we have what it takes here. All right, so let's dial into this one here. Do me a favor, guys, hit that like button if you do enjoy the early stream. Thank you so much for the $2 donation. It says if Sony make a slimmer version of the PS5, yeah, for sure. Sony is going to, let me say this right now. I see the whole PS5 situation that's been going around, the PS5 Slim, that a DIY channel made or something. I'm gonna rechange the timestamp on this, but for sure, they'll be crazy not to make a PS5, a slim PS5, because here's the thing. There's a market for that, right? There's a market for mid-gen refresh consoles. There's a market for slim versions of consoles, right? I mean, Sony's been doing it forever, since PS1, right?
We're swimming in cash.
For them to come all the way to the 9th generation or whatever and literally not do that, I mean, that would just be painful for Sony, you know, and their business and stuff. I mean, we've been getting slim versions of consoles since day one. PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4. You know what I mean? So, yes. Because people have been complaining about the PS5 and saying, oh God, listen, the PS5 is too big and this and that. Of course, I can definitely see them doing that. At least if they don't do a Pro, do a Slim. That will sell like hotcakes. The Pro would sell like hotcakes as well. But for sure. I mean, definitely, I think Sony is going to be making a PS5 Slim version. So, yeah, stay tuned for that one. My man, Everything PlayStation, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate it. It says, you going to play the new Xbox Game Pass games or Sonic Origins? Glad you're okay. Wondering where you went. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, man. Had to take care of some important things on the back end and everything. But hey, that's what we're at. That's where we're at. So appreciate the love and the support. Thank y'all for the donos, man. It definitely does help out our show and stuff. All right, so let's put a timestamp on this one. We got kind of sidetracked with the donos, but appreciate y'all, man, for the love. Okay, so Sony, as far as their new hardware event, ladies and gentlemen, Sony will be hosting an event titled Find Your New Zone. Now, I remember back in the PS3 days when Sony had this particular monitor. I don't know if you guys remember that monitor, and I believe they had MotorStorm, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because this was years ago. But Sony had a monitor, like a PlayStation monitor, and they were marketing it obviously around the PS3 and stuff like that. I don't even know how much money that monitor is really going for right now, but holy freaking cow, that was kind of crazy, right? But it seems as though this new event is called Find Your New Zone. Obviously, they're probably going to throw up a live stream or something like that for this one on Sony's channel and what have you. Now, we were expecting somewhat of a state of play for God of War towards the end, because I mean, listen, if the game is coming out, say November or I don't know, October, whenever they do decide to, you know, drop the game, I'm just saying, like, you need some God of War marketing. You need some God of War hype. I mean, you got July, you got August, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you got like literally 2 months, two months, basically, you know what I'm saying, to build up a little bit of hype. Because if you're going to be doing a PS5 showcase, you know, during like September or something like that, then, hey, I'm just saying. So people were really kind of expecting a state of play for God of War towards the end of this month. Instead, we're getting this event called Find Your New Zone from Sony. And what this is going to have is 2 new monitors, right? So I think that these monitors are actually for Sony. I think one of them, I heard was like 4K, I believe 60, and the other one was like 1080p or something like that. That's what I was actually hearing through the grapevine. But it said that Sony will be hosting a, you know, new zone event with new headsets and new monitors next week. All right, under the whole branding call In Zone. So I can show you guys exactly what's actually going on here. Let me just pull this up so y'all can see. And there it is on screen. As you guys can see right there, it says Find Your New Zone. It's going to be on Sony's channel and everything. And the time frame for that is June 28. All right, June 28. So towards the end of the month, 2 p.m. PT, 5 p.m. ET. And again, it's going to be with new headsets and new monitors. All right, so that's what they're doing there. And I don't really know, because they're saying right here, 2 out of the 3 new headsets will be wireless with 1 wired, and the new monitors will reportedly come with features that are exclusive for PlayStation users. So I'm guessing that this is going to be something that, let me transition back. I think that this is something that's going to be marketed for PlayStation 5 owners, right? Just like with what they do with their Bravia line. I mean, they did it with PS3 with the monitors that they had back in the day, or the monitor that they had. I believe it was just 1 monitor for PS3, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this will be great because a lot of people really and truly want a monitor. Like, they want to game on monitors, period. Like, a lot of people don't really want to game on something big like this, like an OLED. Some people do, but preferably, I think a lot of people would want to do something like that on a monitor. Now, here's my thing. The biggest selling point, I feel like, if you're going to do monitors, Sony, 1440p is literally the sweet spot for a lot of people, right? The PS5 natively does not support 1440p. The feature is there, it's just disabled, right? I mean, you support every other resolution. So if this is true about them doing a 1080p 60 monitor, like, a lot of people complain about 1080p. Like, nobody wants the game at 1080p. I get it, because these consoles are geared towards 4K and 120 hertz and things of that nature. I get it, right? But I think that Sony needs to do something, because this is actually hurting them, right? If you really think about it, offering 1440p, let's say a 1440p monitor at 120 hertz, that will be amazing, because developers are already starting to, support 1440p resolution. A lot of games on PS5, 1440p, but it's upscaled to 4K. Like, it's just common sense. Like, Sony, what are we doing here? Like, you need to, if you want to sell monitors like crazy, like, listen, if you do have a 4K 60 or a 4K 120 monitor, that's great. But 1080p, a lot of people are going to be like, I'm going to stay away from that. Nothing is wrong with 1080p. It's just that our minds are trained to think, well, why should I get 1080p for? It's not going to look all crisp and it ain't 4K. So why should I even waste my time with that, right? So from a consumer standpoint, from a technology standpoint, 1440p would be awesome. Throw a 1440p monitor in there, or just have the 1440p monitor and be like, hey, this 1440p monitor, it can upscale to 4K or something, and then we'll update it with 1440p update. That will be another way for them to give us an update on 1440p. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to think marketing wise for Sony. Like, Jesus, like, come on. Like, it's so annoying. There's a lot of different features that we need with PS5, and it's just not there. You see how long they took to give us VRR, and I'm like, oh my God, why did it take so long? So when it comes to monitors, a lot of people, of course, they love the HDMI 2.1 monitors and everything like that with a high refresh rate, right? Which is great. But at the same time, everybody wants 1440p, because a lot of games natively supports 1440p. Just makes common sense. So I don't know. If you're going to be introducing to the world new PlayStation monitors, 1440p needs to be supported. Like, you need to have that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, bro. Like, come on, But that's just my opinion. As far as the headsets and everything goes, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they're going to be having, special audio, blah, 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 this and that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't really care so much about the headphones as much. I mean, some of them are going to be wired, blah, blah, blah. Some of them are going to be wireless. I mean, maybe people might pick them up. I heard that they're going to be different colors to match the colors of the PS5s that's already out there, like the actual coverings, like the casing and stuff, which is good, right? Because you get different color headsets to match your PS5. People don't really care about stuff like that. What people really, really want is features like 1440p, a 1440p monitor that's designed to take advantage, especially stuff that they've been doing with their Bravia TVs and stuff like that, right? All those benefits from the Bravia TV being put over to these monitors, I think that would be just a great selling point. Obviously the tone mapping, HDR, all of that really cool stuff from the Bravia, bring it over to the monitor, something a lot more smaller. I think a lot of people will kind of buy into that if the price is right. So that is it, guys. It's going down. Find Your New Zone is the new Sony hardware reveal event. It's just going to be for their headphones and monitors, right? That's what they're pushing here. So it's no state of play or anything like that. Unfortunately, I know it's annoying. I know you guys want to update on God of War. I get it. Listen, a lot of you guys are antsy, but that's just what it is. So it's going down June 28th at 2 p.m. PT, 5 p.m. ET. So check it out. Hopefully you guys pick up a couple of those monitors that Sony is dropping for PlayStation 5. Obviously, they're going to market it around that, and obviously the headphones, right? Which I'm thinking they're going to be having some sort of Pulse 3D headset features or whatever. It just makes sense, right? So we'll see on that one. Comment below. All right. Next topic here. So we have to talk about the infamous PlayStation 5 Showcase, since we haven't gotten one this year, right? So right now, as it sits, because we're not getting a state of play at this point, unless Sony is going to do the new hardware event and then they just hit us with a I don't know, they do that new hardware event and then just give us a state of play. Oh, here goes God of War. It's possible they can do it, right? But are they going to do it? I don't know. I mean, Sony, they feel like they don't have a reason right now to come out and say something or do something. Yeah. So let's talk about this. Again, this is no surprise if you've been following up with Sony and kind of see how Sony kind of transitions certain things or whatever the case may be. Like I said before, hey, it is what it is, right? But let's check this out because this is very, very interesting. And so PlayStation won't be at Gamescom, right? Now, this ain't the first time. I mean, yeah, they don't have a huge presence at other people's events. I mean, look at Summer Game Fest, right? They supposedly got some type of partnership with Games Fest, and literally all they showed was the big surprise was Last of Us Remake, right? I mean, whippity-doo, right? It was not really a huge presence there. Gamescom, they're pulling away from that, which means, and that's in August, right? Late August, right? Which means that Sony is gearing up to have their PS5 Showcase in September. And I think this is huge. I mean, they do have a little bit of time to promote God of War and get the hype build back up. Like I said, they can do a state of play in July. I mean, they've done it before. They can do it again. They can do something in July. Hey, build a hype up or whatever the case may be for July or something like that, because it's dry out here right now. Now, this PS5 Showcase, it's going to be huge, right? Because there's a lot of games that are currently in development that a lot of people really want to see and is due to be shown, right? We know Spider-Man 2 is going to be there. We know we've been hearing rumors about Sly Cooper and a new Infamous game that's supposed to be revealed later this year. I mean, we've been hearing all these different rumors down in the grapevine from credible individuals, not no little fly-by-night person. So it's safe to say that the September PS5 Showcase is going to be huge, because if we don't get it in July, if we don't get it in August, it's going to be September. You know what I'm saying? So I do believe that this PS5 Showcase will be huge, because Sony, like I said before, they're very secretive when it comes to events and also, you know, showing a lot of their exclusive stuff that they have for the PlayStation 5, or just exclusive games in general. They don't like to show it on other people's stuff. They want the limelight to be focused on them. So we already know that already. But the fact that they're pulling away from Gamescom doesn't necessarily mean, like some people say, oh, well, that's because Sony ain't got nothing to show. No. That's not what it is. Sony is pulling away because they need the limelight on their showcase. You know what I'm saying? Sony, that's why they pulled away from E3, because people don't understand, like, oh, because Sony ain't got nothing to show and Microsoft showed a whole bunch of games, but Sony ain't got nothing. Bro, Sony is going to back off. Period. Like, Microsoft literally had to give us like a mammoth of news, like what they did with the Activision thing, right? You see how huge that Activision deal was? I mean, everybody was talking about it. It was a big splash. It was it was huge, right? Everybody was talking about Xbox. People, the show was okay. The Xbox event was okay. It wasn't no earthquake of announcements or anything like that. It was cool, right? We saw Starfield and it needs a little bit more work, right? We saw Redfall. Okay, yeah, that needs a little bit of, it's no big splash. So Sony feel like, well, Microsoft ain't forcing our hands, so we don't really need to come out and be aggressive, right? That's why I keep telling people, like, don't just sit there and say, oh, well, Sony don't have anything to show. They have a lot of stuff to show, particularly speaking when it comes to PlayStation 5 and a lot of games that they have been working on for the past 3-4 years, 2 years, things that are getting ready to come out next year or year after, you know what I'm saying? So I think once Sony dropped this PS5 showcase, it's going to be huge. You know what I'm saying? It's going to put up a lot of numbers because we already know Sony got the games, right? And so we will see what ends up happening here. But again, Sony has confirmed through a German website, Games Wirtschaft, if I'm saying their name correctly, that PlayStation will not be present at Gamescom 2022. Not to say that they might not have a little bit of sprinkling of announcements like they always do during Gamescom. They might have a couple stuff here and there, but nothing groundbreaking that's going to really shock up the industry in any type of way. So let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. All right. So dialing into our next story here, we have to talk about something that is really huge for PlayStation 5, considering that there is, well, a huge demand right now for PS5. Now, you got the whole Final Fantasy 16 situation, right? You got... Oh, come on, Marlon. Rebirth, right? You got Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, which is huge, huge, huge. So a lot of people said a PS5 wasn't worth it because, well, Spider-Man is coming to PC, right? That has nothing to do with a PS5 not being worth it, okay? PS5 is worth it for people who want day-and-date console exclusives, okay? Period. End of story. So don't listen to that nonsense when people tell you, oh, PS5 is just not worth it because, this and that. Like, it's just literally the same thing could be said for any other console. Oh, the Switch is not worth it. Okay, why is the Switch not worth it? Oh, well, that's because, well, Nintendo, you can't, listen, Nintendo ain't gonna put nothing on no PC, right? They're not gonna put any of those games. You gotta buy a Switch to be able to play those games. So you can't say a Switch ain't worth it, right? Because you can't play it nowhere else. At least with Nintendo, they ain't into no PC stuff. It's like, you better buy the Switch or nada. At least with Microsoft, you don't have to buy a Series X or you don't have to buy an Xbox One. You can play on PC if you want to. There's a caveat. Not every single game is tied to the Xbox console. Like some of them, they might split it up and only on PC, or you guys get the idea. Like a lot of the games that are on PC Game Pass, right, is different from the ones on the console. So that's the reason why you should buy a console. But people that say, oh, well, it's not worth it then. Okay, well, don't buy it then. It's just so annoying. Like, don't buy it. But on to the news. This is very, very interesting because we talk about a pro model system when we should be talking about more shipments of PS5s, right? And so this is very, very interesting to say the least because PS5 shipments to increase. Now, this is brilliant news. This is brilliant news. Brilliant news. And here's why. Here's why this is brilliant news. Because there's a lot of games between now and the next, say, 12 months next 18 months, there's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening with PlayStation, and people want PS5s, right? You saw the huge splash that Final Fantasy 16 and Rebirth did. A lot of people was like, oh man, I got to get a PS5 because of Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Like, it's a huge demand for PS5 more than ever. Even those people that said, oh, I'm going to trade in my PS5 because a PS5 ain't worth it. Well, Sony just boosting the shipments of PS5, that's a huge big plus for a lot of people who don't have a PS5, because there's a lot of people right now that are hunting for one and can't get one. So PS5 shipments to increase as chip and component shortages reportedly ease. So this is good, because we were hearing that, oh, we're not going to get any, it's going to be hard to get a PS5 all the way until 2024. Well, that's really not the case, because obviously, the things that are happening in the world kind of sees down a little bit, which, factors are starting to be able to pump out more stuff when it comes to the semiconductor chips and everything like that, which is relatively amazing. Okay, so I'm get to that super chat in just a second. It says Sony is set to see a much needed increase in PS5 shipments worldwide as ongoing chip component shortages have reportedly started to ease, right? So this is really good according to a new report here. And it said that the report claims that the PS5 shipments should start to see a noticeable increase during the second half of 2022. Oh, just in time. Just in time. Just in time. Second half of 2022. Perfect. Perfect. That's what we want. That's what we want more than anything else. Just in time. So in the second half of 2022 and 2023. Perfect. Because here's why I'm celebrating this. This is good, because Spider-Man 2 is coming out in 2023. I've said this before. You got the game, Sony. You just need to produce more PS5, because it's hurting you right now not having enough PS5s out there so that they can actually meet their goal of what they're trying to meet. I think the next goal they're trying to meet is like 18 or 19 million PS5s and stuff like that. Listen, how you going to do that? How you going to set yourself up to win? Put more PS5s out there. Shoot, Microsoft is doing, they're trying to do everything that they can to get more Series S's out there, more Series X out there. This is really good news, because Spider-Man, all these other bigger PS5 exclusives are coming out in 2023. Yes, second half of 2022 is going to be important, considering you got Forspoken, you got God of War. Those are two big titles and everything like that a lot of people are looking forward to. Obviously, you got more stuff, but those are the big ones, right? And so second half of 2022 and 2023 is what we're looking down the barrel of. Now, thank you so much, my boy, Boy, for the $5.49. I freaking want God of War Ragnarok, Marlon. Seriously, enough is enough. Hey, man, they were teasing it on Twitter. Santa Monica and Sony, if nothing is shown next week. Yeah, man, it's not happening, bro. It's not happening. This is going to be new hardware for headsets and monitors. Like, I'm not going to say it's not happening. I mean, they could very well give us a state of play. I mean, it wouldn't hurt them to do that. I mean, give us a state of play for God of War next week. Get everybody hyped. Yay! And then get on with your life. You know what I mean? But hey, we'll see. We'll see what Sony does. I mean, hey, they feel like they don't have to come out here and do anything crazy, right? So we'll see what happens. But anyways, let's get you all the rest of this information. Then we dial into the next topic. Appreciate you guys, man. Hope y'all enjoying the AM stream. Okay, so DigiTimes reports that the ease of the chip and the component shortages will boost shipments of Sony's PlayStation 5 gaming consoles in the second half of 2022 and 2023, and things will start to get better. So that's really good news for Sony and the PlayStation 5 and their fan base, because, hey, you need more PS5s out there in the wild in order for people to be able to play these games. Okay, so let's dial into our next topic here, which is very, very interesting. And if you guys missed out on my review of the PlayStation Plus and Premium, PlayStation Plus Premium and Extra service, then go check it out on the channel, right? Now, this is something that I've said before and I'll say it again. Obviously, the service is not perfect, right? If you are somebody that is brand new to PlayStation 5, right? And you missed out on a lot of the launch games and stuff like this, both services, I would say right now, premium, it's worth it if you care about game trials, right? Because they're obviously putting that behind a paywall, right? And they're not making it available. I've said it a million times. I think, game trials should be available to everybody, extra and essentials, right? But obviously, there's not really a big request for that. Some people don't care because some people are balling like that. They got the $18 to ball, so they don't necessarily care, right? But I think Sony should not just put it behind a paywall when it comes to the premium service, but also make it available to everybody. But extra is worth it if you're brand new to the PlayStation 5. I've said it in my review. I can't stress it enough. I mean, you get to play games like Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding Director's Cut, Spider-Man Miles Morales, great titles, great games. The game catalog alone is worth the extra $5. I've said that a million times. Now, premium itself, if you care about the game trials, the premium stuff when it comes to like the retro stuff, not so worth it right now. Obviously, with the PS3 stuff, depending on how far you are from the actual server center, right, and how great your internet is, then it's not going to be a great experience for you. And when it comes to PSP and PS1 and stuff, there's not a lot of stuff in there right now, right? I mean, they're dropping a few things here and there, right? But one of the biggest complaints is that, we're using the PAL versions of these games. Like, they actually run better, at least in the early parts of when they launched the service and stuff like that. It was just like, these older games are running like garbage compared to how they would run on the actual older consoles and everything. But that's about to change because, in the US, we learned that Resident Evil Director's Cut was one of the games that was really pushing that 60 hertz NTSC compatibility as far as how smooth the experience is and everything. So it's not like literally jittery or anything. But this is coming from PlayStation Europe. They said that we are planning to roll out NTSC options for a majority of classic games offered on PlayStation Plus Premium and Deluxe. Thank you. About time. About time. Listen. About time, Sony. Right? So this is big news for people who really want to sign up for premium, not just because of everything else that extra gives you and also game trials, but also the classic games like PS1, PS2, PSP, you know what I'm saying? PS3, yeah, that's what you want, right? So, and the fact that they're actually rolling out, NTS, the NTSC options here for a majority of the classic games, yeah, that is a good thing. Now, this is for premium and deluxe plans. Obviously, it's called deluxe in other parts of the world or whatever. And in Asia and everything. And so Asia, Europe, Middle East, India, South Africa, Australia, and New Zealand regions. Now, more info on this is going to be coming out. And obviously for the US, they already been rolling out stuff as well. So, a lot of people are saying that they have been seeing improvements with a lot of the classic stuff as far as the, NTSC version of the actual games. So that is really good. Some people are saying visually some of the games look better, which is really good. Now, a lot of people missed out on the PlayStation 3, and it's really, really sad, right? We understand that the PS3 was a monster of a console when it was launched. The cell processor was a beast of a processor, but the biggest problem with PlayStation 3, as we know, was the fact that the cell processor was very hard to develop for. A lot of developers, I should say, was struggling to develop games for PS3. That's one of the main reasons why I think the PS3 had great potential to be amazing. Like back, it was great, but I felt like there could have been more games, you know, on the machine than they actually released years ago, but it's all because of the cell processor. So I mean, I get the whole PS4 situation, right? A lot of people wanted native support on PS4. It didn't happen, right? So whatever, PlayStation Now kind of filled the gaps on that. PlayStation Now they're phasing out and remove games here and there. But the thing is, PS5 is way more than capable of doing PS3 native support, which we already know that they're going to make it to where you can download the friggin' games and not stream the games, which is so annoying, right? Because ain't nobody want to stream no freaking games if they don't have to, right? Not everybody have great internet connection, okay? So you need to be able to download the games, right? And I think you get a much more better experience, and you get the experience that the developer intended for you to have versus streaming quality. Your internet goes out. Well, you can't stream the game or play the game anymore. That's a big bummer there, right? So Sony got a lot of homework to do when it comes to, PlayStation Plus Premium, how they treat these classic games, because man, that should be a big push. I'm sorry, man. I'm always the one to be calling out these companies like it is, bro. Like, you need to treat your classic games like you really care about them. Yeah, I just feel like Sony is just treating their classic games sort of like an afterthought. There's a lot of PS1 stuff that was great that is just not there. Obviously, over time, the service will be more worth it. But right now, there's no need for you to, oh my God, going crazy and then jumping into premium right now if you don't want to, right? Unless you really want to take advantage of the game trials. But there's really no need, right? And obviously they're rolling out the NTSC options, you know, for the classic games and stuff. But again, guys, I really hope that they can really, especially PS3. Come on, man. PS3 was legendary. I had a great time. I had multiple PS3s. I had the fat PS3. I had the PS3 Slim. I had a bunch of PS3. I had so many games for PS3. There's a lot of games for PS3 that I thought was going to actually be in the actual service, but it wasn't there. And granted, they're going to be updating these games as time progresses. But hey, we'll see how that actually turns out. So yeah, guys, let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section down below here. We're going to be getting into a quick Q&A session. So if you guys have any questions or concerns pertaining to the topics that we did talk about in the AMs of AMs, I definitely do appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate it. Hit that like button if you did. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell as well if you are brand new to the actual channel. Super chats are welcome because it definitely does help us out to keep the lights on and to keep doing what we're doing here. So I appreciate you guys. It's optional, but it does help us out. If you have any questions, or tag me at Marlin Gaming Nation. Let's go. Let's get it popping. All right. Questions. You guys have any questions at all? I see some of y'all talking about that PS5 Slim. Any questions? Let your boy know now. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that y'all got some questions for your boy. You feel me? Come on with your questions. You hear me? Come on, guys. Come on. Stop playing with me. Come on. All right, I know y'all got some questions for your boy. All right, if you're brand new to the channel, click that subscribe button, turn on that post notification bell, man. You know we out here, we doing our thing. All right, my man Hyrule with the first question in the AM. Let's go, let's get it popping. It says, is it the one that Sony UK tweeted? Yes, it's called In the Zone. Yes. Find your not In the Zone, find your new zone. Yeah. Yep, that's going to be for their monitors and obviously for their headphones. Yes. You say you checking out Naraka. Yeah. I might check that out and see what's popping on that one. It says premium should have day one game a day. Yeah, that could have been something, but you know, Sony wants you to pay that $75 with taxes, depending on where you live. Sony want that $70 premium price for their game. So I don't think that will quote unquote hurt their business model, right? If they do something like that, but we'll see, we'll see. Mickey says, will there be a double header today? Possibly. It's been very slow, as you guys already know. So I think there might be a couple more things that might be brewing up. If not, I mean, when is Naraka dropping? Is it today? I think it's today, right? I don't know. I might do something. We'll see. We'll definitely see. Let's see here. It says you're doing another stream. We'll see. Because it's been very, very slow. It's been very, very slow, as you guys already know, on the landscape of things. But we'll see. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. Make sure y'all hit that like button for your boy. Any more questions? He said, dude, I tried play the PlayStation Plus Premium on God of War 3 and barely got 20. I'm telling you, they have to be able to. They have to be able to make it to where you can actually download the games. You know what I'm saying? Because you see what you just said, 720p, 25 frames per second. Oh, God. Yeah. It's crazy. My man, DB, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Do me a favor, turn on that post notification bell, man. We out here. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Let's get it popping, man. How do I like the new PlayStation Plus? Again, I've already said it in my review, and I just said it earlier. Premium needs more work as far as the games, make you download PS3 games, which we already know it's coming. They already said that the NTSC versions, they're going to give you options for that or whatever. But I mean, it's okay right now. It's nothing for you to jump into right now if you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? You just Sony just need time to, I guess, cook everything. You know what I'm saying? It says, what's the sense of having a PS5 if exclusives are coming to PC? Again, we're talking about this again. You buying a PS5 for day and date exclusives. That's what you're doing, right? Obviously, people are salty about Spider-Man. Bro, Spider-Man 2018. You get it? Spider-Man came out, 4 years ago on PlayStation 4, right? Why is it that we're making a big deal out of Spider-Man 2018? Like, listen, not even just Spider-Man 2018, any of the other games for that matter. Sony has been putting their games on PC for years, right? They have other games out there on there or whatnot on PC, right? But as far as PS5 goes, yeah, people are salty. People wasn't really too salty about Horizon, right? Horizon Zero Dawn was on there. Obviously, listen, man, people there's a reason for you to buy a PS5, right? Because you want day and date exclusives, right? If you want to wait till 2 years down the line or 18 months or whatever, that's on you. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, we don't know, right? And you can't blame Sony because they're in business to make money. You know what I'm saying? The more they put their games on other platforms is the better it is, right? Because, hey, there's a lot of people who want to get into the PlayStation 5 ecosystem, but they don't have, you know what I'm saying, access to a PS5. They have access to PC. So it's not necessarily like a big deal, right? Like, it's just, man, look, people are going to be salty regardless, bro. People are going to be salty. Again, you don't have to buy it. Don't buy it, bro. Just as simple as that. Just don't buy it. If you don't want to buy a PS5, that's on you. I mean, while everybody else is playing Spider-Man 2 and all these other games that comes out, you're sitting there waiting 2 years, I should say, 2 years, a year and a half, or 3 years. Who knows? Sony is unpredictable. So same thing could be said about Xbox. Like, I don't see what the big fuss is. Oh, PS5 is not worth it. What time does the event start? The event starts at 5 p.m. ET. Find your new zone. It's going to be on Sony's channel, and it's June 28th at 5 p.m. ET. Okay, and it's going to be focused on new headsets and 2 new monitors. Okay, that's what it's going to be on, and it's going to be geared towards PlayStation as far as the monitors. My man Jacob, thank you so much for the $100, 100 Sweden dollars. Appreciate that. Says hello, how are you? Says, did you hear that Tony Hawk said that EBK was playing on PS3 Plus remake, and that some of the shareholders are now and To keep Bobby. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about the whole Activision Bobby. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, what can you do about that, right? What can you do about that? I mean, that's way above our pay grades, but hey, you know, but yeah, I heard about Skate 4 and I heard about the whole situation with the Tony Hawk stuff, but hey, again, we'll see, man. You know, we'll see, you know, we'll definitely see what actually pans out, but appreciate the donation, man. Thank you so much because it helps us out. Let's see here. Yeah, I might check it out, everything PlayStation. I might check it out and see, you know, what's popping on that one. It says you a Power Ranger. A Power Ranger? What the heck? What does Power Ranger have anything to do with this one? What does Power Ranger have to do with anything? Like, I mean, I can't with you boys and gals, man. What's Power Ranger gonna be doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It says, so what's up with the PS5 Showcase for September? So basically, they're not going to be at Gamescom, which is, relatively speaking, nothing new, right? They haven't have a huge presence at Gamescom. They always have a little sprinkle of announcements here and there. So yeah, September is definitely looking big. I mean, clearly they haven't really given us a showcase. So yeah, September is definitely, they're saving all their big announcements for their own event. So hey, there you go. Talk about Power Ranger. I can't with y'all boys and gals. Y'all on some, I don't know what part. Listen to me, man. Y'all need to wake up. Ah, gosh. Y'all need to wake up, man. Some of y'all still sleep. I'm gonna need for y'all to wake up, y'all. Wake up, man. Some of y'all still sleep. Talk about Power Rangers early in the morning, man. Listen to me, man. Nobody got time for no Power Ranger. Let's see here. I'm done with y'all. It's too early for this, man. Coming with the hardcore stuff, man. And stop playing. It says if God of War Ragnarok was PS5 exclusive, it probably would have had a release date by now. Trust me, bro. God of War is coming, bro. God of War is coming. We just got to be patient. We have to be patient. Listen, as much as I want God of War to release date to be now, state of play today, we just got to be patient, man, because getting crazy and salty about it is not going to make Sony move any quicker. You know what I mean? I wasn't talking about you. It was somebody in the chat. I know. I was just messing with you, man. I was messing with you, man. But hey, Bone, PS4 and PS5. Yes, sir. Says God of War 2023. They would have been hyping it up by now if it was coming this fall. Bro, trust me. God of War is coming, bro. It's coming, bro. Like, it's coming. Bro, you know, bro, do you understand how salty people are going to be if Sony delays? Do you know, bro, like, people will be very upset. If God of War does not happen this year, Sony don't want that. Like, they don't want people to be that mad at them. Okay, I've said it before and I'll say it again. They don't want that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want that type of problems at all with people being upset or anything like that. Like, they have to drop God of War this year. Like, it's just, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else do you have that is exclusive? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, besides Forspoken, I mean, not everybody is excited about Forspoken, right? I don't know, man. They have to drop it. They have to drop it, bro. They have to drop it. It says, bro, I bought my PS5 to play first-party games, but if their games are coming to PC, then that makes me feel like I waste my money. Listen, they've been doing it since Horizon, right? When it comes to, like, you know, their console stuff, like, as far as, like, you know, exclusives and stuff, like, you know, Horizon, Days Gone, you know, the Death Stranding situation. Guys, listen, man, it's gonna be your option. Do you want to wait for them to put it on PC? Who knows? You might be waiting 2 years while everybody else is playing day and date. You sitting there waiting, just twinkling your. Listen to me, man. you're waiting. Unless you want to wait, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's completely fine. If you want to sit there and wait, you want to wait a year and a half, 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Even 6 months, that's a long time to wait. I'm not fixing to sit around and wait for 6 months, especially if it's a game that I want to play. No, you could do that, but not this guy. I need to play the game as soon as they drop. I need to be playing it so I can finish it and be done with it and then on to the next one. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no need for you to be sitting there waiting on PC ports and all this type of stuff. No, man. Hashtag, bro, God of War summer 2023, bro, delayed. Man, if they delay God of War, it's not gonna be looking too good. I'm just gonna say that. But we have to be patient, guys. We have to be patient. Like, these games do take a lot of time to make, right? Especially a game on the scale and magnitude of God of War. Yeah, they take time. It takes time. You know what I'm saying? It takes time. So we just got to be patient, guys. We have to be patient. It's going on PC. Day and date. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. That would make sense. I mean, that really would make sense. Unless you're just a console gamer at that point to buy a console, right? Sony just not going to do that right now. They're just not. Maybe in the future, who knows? Things might change, but selling consoles is Sony's number one priority. That's going to be their bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to try to jeopardize people from buying a PS5 or anything like that because of PC. Like, yes, games are going to go on PC so that they can sell more games, right? So that IP can have a little bit much more leg room to move forward, you know, and sell out its max potential versus keeping it where it's at. You feel me? Like, that's just kind of like where it's at. Ferd, yes, I did talk about it. Earlier already. Basically, PlayStation Europe is saying that they're updating the PS1 games and stuff, like the classic stuff, to the NTSC versions and not the PAL versions, because, you know, the PAL versions don't run as smooth as the NTSC versions. It says, I got extra for a year for 80 support Sony my G. Oh, there you go. There you go, man. If it's adding value to what you're looking for, then that's great. It says people in here with, oh, God, I'm done. All because of you. It's all because of you, man. You've been pushing that agenda this whole time. So it's all because of you. You know what I'm saying? It's all, Sean, come on, man. It's only because of you, man. It's only because of you, people doing all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's on you, my brother. It's all on you. All right. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? Any more concerns? I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for the support, man. We out here. We trying to push forward. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate y'all. Any more questions? Any more concerns? Anything like that for you, boy? Let's see here. It says few days off PS5 and extra PSP PlayStation Portable. Nah, Sean. Nah, don't put this on me, man. That's all on you, man. That's all on you, the man, bro. You the man. I'm nobody, man. Listen, you the man. You know what I'm saying? You the man. It's a blessing to have you in the chat. You feel me? It's an honor to have you in the chat. You the man. You the real man. You're the captain, man. You the captain. This is wait 4 to 5 years, and PS games will be day and day, and ponies are gonna go and say, "Hey, you know what? Fab, let him go insane. You know, it ain't gonna matter to me one way or the other, because listen, I got all the platforms. So if I want to play on PS5, I can play on PS5. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and go crazy and throw my PS5 out the window. Like, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. So, hey, people can do whatever and say whatever they want to say. I made 2 or 3 pages list of games that I want to pre-order. Wow. Ninja, that's a lot. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. That's definitely a lot. It says Xbox One series. Forgot about Kinect. Nope. Ah, God, I can't with y'all boys. I can't. It says, bro, how do you feel about third-party developers making AAA game exclusive when they release on all consoles that AAA games can make more? I mean, well, clearly the money is sweet for them to do that in the first place. The money is definitely sweet for them to make something exclusive to that particular console, right? I mean, obviously it's a millions of dollars, right? And they have to look at their business model and be like, well, man, this might compensate us for tying it to this one console versus putting it on another platform or putting it on multiple platforms, right? The money has to be right for them to do that. It's all about the money, man. It's all about the money. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. And that's what, you know, hey, you're a business. It takes time to make these games. So, hey, you want to be, you know, compensated, you know, fully for things. And so it just makes a lot of sense in my eyes. Let's see here. It says PS4, that's PS5, PS4, that's I can't with y'all boys and gals. Sign up for an extra year. It says, oh, okay, gotcha. It says it's also to keep track of the games too. Gotcha. That's a good look. I'm actually happy to hear that. That's a very, very good look. Well, all right, guys. So I know it's mad early in the morning. I know some of you guys are probably still asleep, still getting up out of bed, whatever the case may be. Just thought I would get on here and get this news and stuff out the way for you guys. I know y'all were very interested in these topics and stuff like that. So I had to, you know, get it out the way. We might have another show sometime today, depending on what goes on. I do have some other things I got to do today. So I'm going to try to see if I can quickly, you know, get into the ball of things as far as like what we got popping and stuff. All right. So I appreciate you guys, man. Custom themes and all that. Yeah. Hopefully, man, the next big PS5 update, we can get 1440p and, you know, themes and folders and stuff like that you guys really want. Okay. I said Crisis Remasters and Shadow Warrior 3 on PS4 and PS5. Yeah, I mean, for sure. But I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you guys so much for the donations. It definitely does help out our show. Thank you all for those who subscribe to the channel, turn it on post notification. And also, guys, hit the like button on your way out. Tell a friend about the channel, man. And we'll see you guys right back here on Borderline Gaming Nation channel. I love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. Please take care of yourself and have a great one. Love you guys, man. That's what my boy Etika would always say. So please take care of yourselves, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Google Eyes, appreciate you, man. Says I'm driving to work, so I'm listening to you in my car also. Hey, Ninja, thank you so much, man. We'll see you guys in a little bit. All right? Blessings. Peace. He says, I got back my TV with 1080 new screen and LCD. Nice to be back on 4K instead of 1080p. That's what I was saying earlier. But thank you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy the show when you're commuted into work and stuff like that. It's my pleasure, man. More streams coming back up. Love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. Stay tuned. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves.